When we look back at the last 10 years, we see proof that the PC is the most diverse gaming platform ever created. Picking our top 25 best and most memorable experiences of the past decade was a huge challenge, but IGN's panel of experts have done it. Here they are. More than any other World War II strategy game, Company of Heroes creates a convincing illusion that each of these soldiers is a real person fighting for his life. Together with highly tactical combat and a fantastic campaign design, it's a highlight of the decade's real-time strategy games. Thanks to the large expanse of Gotham to explore, we were at last able to be the Bat swooping freely from rooftops to terrify and take down goons with finesse. A wonderful cast of villains and the signature free-flowing combat combined to make this the best superhero game ever made, and it looks particularly stunning on the PC. Kerbal Space Program is a one-of-a-kind simulator. Its iterative spaceship design gameplay requires math, attention to detail, and intelligent responses to unexpected problems. Deep customization and an extraordinary galaxy allow even casual space nerds to learn and enjoy its intoxicating, challenging, inventive, and adorable brand of space exploration. StarCraft 2 doesn't reinvent the RTS wheel, but it's done with typical Blizzard style. Easy to get into, difficult to master. Although the campaign is both innovative and memorable, the multiplayer side is the reason StarCraft 2 is so popular. Fantastic balancing is backed by deep gameplay and excellent matchmaking. World of Warcraft's sheer level of polish, the depth of its lore, its emphasis on quests and high-quality storytelling create a world that millions of gamers are still happy to spend thousands of hours exploring. Minecraft is excellent for many reasons, but the most important is that it both encourages and enables a childlike sense of wonder. You get to take a randomly generated landscape and reshape it in any way you can imagine piece by piece. Or you can dig deep into the ground to find treasure and fight monsters. It's a bottomless pit of entertainment. Even more so than its predecessor, Left 4 Dead 2's improved AI director intelligently orchestrates the drama of surviving the zombie apocalypse. It throws endless hordes of diverse and frightening undead at you in a way that keeps tension and panic attack levels throughout. It's one of the most relentlessly entertaining and nerve-wracking co-op experiences available on the PC. When you play FTL Faster Than Light, you shouldn't expect to survive, but you should expect great, memorable stories. The times you succeed with a killer beam weapon combo that cuts enemy ships to ribbons, or fight off an enemy boarding party become even better when you realize how much the deck is stacked against you. Oh, and the music is phenomenal. Undertale is a delightfully inventive exercise in subverting our expectations of RPGs. Its design knows you're playing a game and messes with you at every turn, remembering your saving habits and constantly adjusting itself in surprising ways. An involving and emotionally charged story thematically supports Undertale's underlying message: every choice you make matters. Civilization V takes the depth that makes strategy amazing and joins it with simplicity that allows anyone to get a lot out of it. Even if you've played all the previous games, Civ 5's hex-based map and new approach to combat makes it all feel new again. Fallout 4 marries the vast and venerable open-world design of its predecessors with vastly improved shooting mechanics and a delightful new setting. New settlement options let us develop our own post-apocalyptic civilizations, and few exploratory games offer more secrets to discover and stories to uncover. Also, the mods are awesome! Like Fallout 3 before it, Fallout New Vegas throws us into a harsh, post-nuclear America. It tells an excellent story where the fate of the Nevada wasteland is determined by our choices. With improved combat over 3, and again some amazing modding work by the community, it becomes more than just more of the same. Everything in Metal Gear Solid 5's stealth action simulation works the way it should. If you take out an outpost's communications equipment, they can't call for backup. If it's raining cats and dogs, guards have trouble making out the sound of footsteps. Being able to play a stealth game with realistic rules creates an emergent playground unlike any other. Also, puppies. Rarely has procedural level generation been so cleverly and expertly executed as it is in Spelunky. Every stage is a nail-biting, hair-pulling timed race to the bottom, demanding the player quickly choose between new risks and rewards. Crammed with traps, deadfalls, and secrets, Spelunky demands months of obsessive dedication to master. Grand Theft Auto V's sprawling yet meticulously detailed map is the high bar to which all other open-world games aspire, and it's incredibly dense with excellent content. With so much to do, explore, and play with both in single-player and multiplayer, plus great creative tools and mods, it's truly amazing on multiple levels. The Witcher 3 has everything. Massive RPG sandboxes generously dotted with monsters to slay and mysteries to solve. Nuanced, layered characters with reams of excellently written and performed dialogue, and impossibly high-quality art, writing, and acting across the board. Few games can deliver quantity and quality quite like this. 20 years down the line, the documentary that looks back on the beginning of esports will credit League of Legends as the tipping point. LoL took the popular MOBA formula and tweaked it to make a more accessible game that still offers immense depth. Its 100 heroes are fun, varied, and tough to master. Skyrim is truly a massive and dense world. A sense of freedom extends to almost every aspect of the design, and on PC that freedom extends to modding your game with even more options, like Thomas the Tank Engine replacing every dragon. That's absolutely terrifying. XCOM 2 built on the brilliant, high-stakes tactical combat of XCOM Enemy Unknown. It adds not just complexity in the form of new and more powerful soldier classes and aliens, but also a huge focus on replayability thanks to procedurally generated maps, tons of random events, and of course, mods galore. The Witness is one of the best puzzle games ever created, but it also recognizes struggle as an important part of the learning process. You're encouraged to carve out your own path on its beautiful open-world island, creating an isolating but incredibly powerful experience. There's a reason Counter-Strike Global Offensive has maintained such an astronomical popularity. It's one of the most focused and technical first-person shooters out there. The level of play in these fast-paced matches doesn't just make it one of the toughest competitive shooters to master, but also the most rewarding. Spend some quality time with Dota 2 and you'll understand the enrapturing appeal of MOBAs. Though all matches take place on one map, and there's only one objective, it's 100+ characters and thousands of item combinations that make for some of the most strategic gameplay around. Every second and every decision matters. Portal's bizarre, physics-breaking puzzles create a constant sense of mind-bending vertigo, an impression heightened by the haunting, sterile setting, the isolation, and most of all, the constant taunting of GLaDOS, one of gaming's best villains. Humorous, scary, and superbly paced, Portal is a 5-hour essay on doing games right. Masterfully blending elements of stealth, survival, role-playing, and traditional shooting, BioShock also succeeds in subverting the conventions that modern FPSs use to tell stories. Its ingenious central plot twist made us examine why we take the actions that we take in games in the first place. Portal 2 claims the top spot of IGN's top 25 modern PC games because, in the past decade, nothing else has struck so many chords as well as Portal 2. Its impeccable level design, charming personality, and exceptional and varied puzzle systems make us feel smarter just for getting through it. Plus, its co-op campaign requires a different sort of smarts that remains one of the best multiplayer experiences around. Those are our picks, but because the PC has so many different kinds of games and is the platform of choice for so many different kinds of gamers, your list might look dramatically different. Tell us your favorite of the past decade in the comments below, and be sure to check out all of our top 25 lists for all the different platforms. For all things PC gaming, keep it locked on IGN.